What? 45 minutes? Welcome to the show. I've got a lot to get through in the show tonight. And what I've done for the show... Why do I sound like... So let me just check. Is that interference, Mo, or... Because I can hear another signal. Anyway, I'm carrying on. Welcome to the show. I've got a lot to get through in the show tonight. What I've done for the show... Anyway, can you make this hot? Good. Let's see. Oh! Did you turn this off? Let's. Oh!
Magic.
Not one of those bad. Okay. Hey. Will you excuse me? I'm glad you're signing this, because they must be sitting there thinking, what on earth is going on? No? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Anything we can get you? Like a watch?
A watch?
I need that mic back in the stand, Lexus. Alright, thank you. It's at the side there. Anyway, lots to get through in the show tonight. Well, there was going to be lots to get through now. You've been a great audience. Good night. What we've done is we've put a little bit of comedy together, a little bit of magic, a little bit of magic, a little bit of comedy. The best way this works is if I do something you don't think is particularly funny, that would be the magic part. Okay? I've got a lot to get through. Before I go any further, I must quickly point out, and look, I know some of you haven't eaten for like 10 or 15 minutes, and the energy levels are low, so I don't want big laughs tonight. I will settle for intelligent nods. Is that okay? Okay. Before we go any further, I'm going to tell you that everything you're going to see on this stage tonight is an illusion. Nothing you're seeing is really happening. We are just creating the illusions that we want you to see. Let me demonstrate for you. The torn newspaper trick is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Just using a sheet of newspaper. And as our illustrious cruise director Graham mentioned, I did have the honour recently to perform this trick for the Queen of England, just before I joined this ship. Thank you. No, stop. Swab. As our illustrious cruise director mentioned, I did have the honour recently to perform this trick for the Queen of England. Thank you. Well, he said he was the Queen of England. What he actually said was, if you're an award-winning magician, then I'm the Queen of England. But it's no point. Anyway, sheet of newspaper. What I do in this trick, using this sheet of newspaper, and I have done shows for the royal family, but just recently, for the Queen, but just recently I had the honour to perform at a private party for Prince Charles and Camilla at Highgrove House, their country estate. And I've got to tell you that in person, one-on-one, he's a very witty, pleasant, charming man. She isn't so nice, truthfully, and I think, yeah, you get away with it now, but when your looks go. All I said to Camilla was, why the long face? So I said, I didn't. I went, oi, Seabiscuit, and she didn't like that either, the woman's humour. Which is why I can never go back to England, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, sheet of newspaper. And what I do in this trick is very simple. Using this sheet of newspaper, I create the illusion. I make it look like I am tearing out the middle, the centre, of the sheet of paper. Now this illusion is so convincing that some of you will even think you can hear the pieces of newspaper being torn. And no, I do not make that extra sound with my mouth. Fire in the hole. If I really wanted to convince you beyond reasonable doubt, I would take the pieces, place them back into the centre of the newspaper from whence they came, and set the entire thing on fire, destroying the newspaper and the ship completely. That boat drill we had a couple of days ago, that was me practicing. However, I did say everything you're going to see on this stage tonight is an illusion. Thank you very much. Now, no, it's okay. It really is okay, because truthfully, I'm not that impressed with you lot either. Especially this group of dead people in the front row who haven't moved since I came out here. You do realise I can see you sitting there with your arms folded. You are aware, I'm sure. Anyway, there is an old show business adage that says the more the audience drink, the better the show looks. Okay? So if you don't have a drink right now, what I suggest you do is call over one of our excellent bar staff, order yourself a drink, sit back, and enjoy. No, it was nothing. Seriously. Sorry. I realise you've had 2 days at sea and then a day in Victorian, so your energy levels are completely low. That's really okay. But let me just, doesn't matter. This, by the way, is today's drink special. It is Viagra and prune juice. Here it's called the Get Up and Go. I'm telling you, 2 of these and you will not know if you're coming or going. To be honest, and I'll tell you what is weird, that was a shot glass when I poured it out an hour ago, but I'll tell you what, I'm just going to come over to here. Where is our late arrivals? I will give that to you, okay? And just so you know, takes about an hour. Okay? Early to bed, early to rise, as we say on the Explorer. I'm just going to get rid of this newspaper. That's one of our stage hands. Let it build. And what I'd like to do next, if I may, is show you something a little different, because for this next number, I'd like to bear with. Sorry, we did a rehearsal, believe it or not, earlier today, and guys, I didn't set the next thing up. Could you just ask Ting to run up to the dressing room? On the bench top upstairs, there is a, you know, by the time I've explained it, it will just as be quick for me to run back there and get it. Would you like some quiet time? Oh, you're having it, okay. Will you excuse me? I'm going to run back. I do apologise. I'll be like 1 minute. Don't go away. With a live audience, the quick change kills. You are aware, well, some of you are aware, and some of you know what's going on in any way, shape or form, but a lot of you are aware at the end of your cruise, you get online, even though it's only a mini cruise, but you get online and you fill out an onboard survey about various aspects of the cruise. But you're probably not aware that the entertainers, we also get online and we fill out a survey about you, and it's not looking good so far, just so you know, okay? Now, so bear that in mind. For this next number, I need your trust. Well, to be specific, I need a lady's trust from anywhere in the room. Now relax, I'm not going to pull you up out of your seat, you will remain where you are. But the reason I need a lady's trust is I would like to do something with a ring, either an engagement ring or a wedding ring. If it's a little tight, you can just pretend you're on a business trip and it will come off a little. That's very noble, sir, of you to point at the person next to you, and she's pointing at the person next to you. What's this, man? You're saying, yes, you have a ring you can remove. Sorry, I don't think they know they're watching a live show. It's really weird. They're sitting out there looking at me, but none of them are moving. I don't know what they're expecting. If they're expecting dancing and singing, they've come to the wrong place. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to let them think this is part of the programme. And when I go back up, they will erupt into applause, because they will know that they're not really doing very well so far, so they want to be nice to him. But honestly, I think that's what will happen. Watch this. There you go. You haven't been, I need 2 or 3 ladies to fit from, but lady over who said, right, let's pick this up. Right here. That's very noble of you to point at somebody else, going, right here! You can't, doesn't matter. All right. I need the ladies to actually put their own hands up. Don't point at somebody else, okay? Lady over there, number 1. Number 2 down the front here. Number 3, number 4, number 5 over there. The gentleman I gave the drink to, sir, give me number 1 through 5. 3. Number 3. Lady over there. May I ask your name? Nav? That's my mother's name. Nothing's going to go wrong in this trick, Nav. Trust me, originally from England, as you can probably tell. I now do live in the States because I'm married to an American woman. My car now is parked at SeaTac Airport, and if anything goes wrong with this trick, Nav, you can have the keys to my car, okay? Not the car, Nav, just the keys to my car, because I have a spare set, so this is like a token gesture. No, I don't. Comedy, Nav, I'm doing comedy, okay, just so you know. However, to keep everything above board, I'm going to come over to the other side of the audience, and could I ask a favour at this moment in time? Well, I'm going to ask you anyway. If I look at you, and you look away, it doesn't make you invisible. Okay? I can still see you. Okay? And I apologise to the people who are on the shelf, sitting over there and up in the ashtrays. I know some of you can't see down here, it's just as a lady taking her clothes off. So I'm kidding! She's not wearing any. No, of course she is. I'll tell you what. Excuse me. Let me just... God, what an ugly crowd. Not you. Well, look at them. I'm just sort of... What is your name, man? Lady here, what is your name?
Teresa.
Teresa? That's my mother's name. Teresa! Do me a favour, Teresa, just lean into the mic, say hi again.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi.
No, I said say hi again.
Hi again.
There you go, thank you. Well, as you know, she's a natural blonde. It's hard work. And I'm not going to do any blonde jokes. She wouldn't get them, it would be pointless. Whereabouts are you from, Teresa?
Edmonds, Washington. Edmonds, Washington.
Edmonds, Washington, you're kidding. That's really weird, because my brother was visiting me recently. He's actually working there tonight. Yeah, he's a burglar. He's not. He's a car thief. But, Teresa, you seem a bit relaxed. I'm not going to embarrass you. I'm not going to ask you how old you are. That would be rude. Relax. How much do you weigh? Do me a favour, Teresa. In your left hand, well done. It only took 2 goes, but in your left hand, just do me a favour. Can you hold my car keys either sides, nice and high like that, where everybody can see them? Nice and high, where everybody can see them. Remember, Nav, anything goes wrong, keys to the car. This is pretty exciting stuff. And I'd like you to watch this carefully, because if you're watching this on TV, you'd say to yourself, I bet that's a counterfeit. But could I steal your ring, Nav? Thank you very much. It did come off pretty easy. I think she's been... But that is, look at the size of that. See how much better you could have done? I take Nav's ring, Only 3 left for any television shopping network fans in the room. But wait, there's more. Call right now and we'll send you a second one absolutely free. Just picture who buys this stuff. My wife. Anyway, I take Nav's ring. Check this out. I take Nav's ring. I push Nav's ring into my hand. I tap my hand twice with my magic wand, which looks uncannily like a Royal Caribbean pen. I say the magic words. Washy washy! I swear to God, my hands are going to have to go into rehab when I get on here. When I say the magic words, and unbelievable but true, the ring completely disappears. Hold it, no, it's okay, I know you're not applauding because now the ring doesn't just disappear, but it appears back on your finger. No, but it would be a neat trick, wouldn't it? Wow! Look, if I was that good, I'd be working on land, wouldn't I? However, fear not. Now I said if this trick went wrong, you could have the keys to my car, which Miss Edmund, 78, has been holding the entire time. Teresa, lower the key case down. Don't touch, but just look into the top there. You can tilt it to the light. Can you see something in there?
Yeah, there's a ring in here.
There's a ring in there. Hold the key case up for me. Hold it up for me. I'm going to take this at fingertips, okay? Because believe it or not, on the hook where the key to my car would normally be hanging, is hanging a ring. No, it's okay. Hold it down. No, it's okay. Because this may come as a surprise. Bang! I told you it would come as a surprise. If you're going to sit in the front row and ignore me, that's going to happen, okay? And just so you know, the nearest restroom is just, oh, it's too late. Can we get a clean up? Aisle 1. Maybe a strip of wet jet, but I'll come out here to Nav. I'll unclip it for you. Nav, I'll unclip it for you, but have a look at that. Is that your ring? So, I can keep this then, can I? Is that your ring? It is. Awesome. Thank you for being so trusting. I do appreciate that. So if I'd have seen this over there, I would have read it out because it would have made a nice convincer. To Nav, much love, all the guys. Thank you, love. Thank you, ladies. I couldn't do it. Did you come in early to get a seat in the front row to ignore me for the entire show? Because, you know, I've killed people for less, just so you know. Okay? There seems to, because you're sitting there thinking, well, that couldn't have just happened. Because that's impossible. Of course it's impossible. That's why we do it. But Nav, that is your ring. And more importantly, we didn't set anything up beforehand. You were picked randomly out of 5 ladies by a guy over there. Could I ask a favour, Nav? Could you just join me over here? If you wouldn't. In fact, I'll tell you what, Nav, let's walk. That's more applause than I've got from these people so far. That's okay. Come over here, Nav. We've, just stand next to me there. We've got these screens dropped in and we're going to do this trick to camera 1. Can I steal your ring again? Okay, and actually this time I will trade you that ring for that spoon. No, take the spoon. Well, you've agreed now. Excellent. There is your ring, yes? There is your ring. Check this out. We're going to just come in a bit more. Thank you, broadcast. Good job. There's the ring. I'm going to push your ring into my hand. This is a spoon I stole from the dining room board, and I'd like you to watch this carefully. Both ends of the spoon are in view at all times. Now, truthfully now, the spoon is just a distraction. And previously, your ring disappeared and appeared on my car keys held by Teresa, but those weren't really my car keys. That is just a prop I used for the show. However, by coincidence, my real car keys are in my back left-hand jeans pocket that I haven't been near at any point, but specifically right now. And I know a lot of you are thinking, well, he's doing a show, why would he have his car keys in his back pocket? I have my car keys in my back pocket now, because believe it or not, hanging on my car keys, there is a ring. And I tell you what, Nav, is that your ring? And that, Nav, is the sound of stunned silence. You are a very lucky girl. And he's a very lucky man, obviously. I tell you, but there's some, hold your hand out flat for me. Check this out. There's your ring. I'm going to take your ring one more time, drop it into my hand, one more time, at the speed of light. One more time, back, onto my car keys. Now that's impossible, I don't care who you are. Did you see something fall? But it was there previously now. It's a bit awkward. Doesn't matter, I'll show you a really cool card trick. I do have a backup plan, which is in my pocket up here, that I haven't been near since you gave it, because my mother said, always have a backup plan, so I do, and this is my backup plan. It's kind of cool. It is a wallet. Do not open it now, but just check that it is zippered shut, and more importantly, there are no secret ways into that wallet. It is zippered shut. Yes, it's a shut wallet. Inside the closed wallet, there is a Royal Caribbean envelope, which is sealed. Not only is it sealed, it is taped shut. Take the envelope. Is that envelope sealed? Is it taped shut? Can you feel something inside that envelope? In fact, if you hold it up to the light, you can see a shadow of something in the middle of that envelope. Do me a favour. Tip it onto your hand. Is that your ring? Or you can keep the envelope. Thank you so much, Nav. Please take your seat. Thank you very much. And thank you, Teresa. And I want you to remember that this is a live show. If you see the ladies later, ask them, did you set something up? No, we didn't. They were really random picks. But moving on. As we say in England, and now for something completely different.